All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota, and you are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network. Today, we get another very interesting topic. First of all, some of Funa maybe uh, some of Funa go surprise because I do my program on Sunday. I usually do my program on Saturdays, but yesterday I've been get a family arrangements where I may expect say the meeting for been done before my program, but the meeting not done. We go at the place around 10 o'clock. We expect the meeting for being just done. Take 1 hour for be done come by 11 o'clock. We on time now, yeah. We East Coast is around 2 o'clock. But the meeting not done till 4 o'clock. So and one of the people that were actually they try for solve some of them problems then they so I can leave. That's why I'm not being able to do the program. So I apologize for that. I know say when I always they look up to this channel for give when the weekly updates of waiting they go on. We discuss about national issues. So now that make I want for compliment and today. Now that make I decide for do the program today. So I want for welcome everybody. Um, we now regular people the way they watch this program, and I also want to welcome the new people the way they just join in at the program. And as we all know, we get a culture in which we on program na interactive program, okay? Not to na make the kind of animal tell una all the lies them way I don't put na me head. I want for let una push back some of the mistakes that what they make. Una they correct me some of um the things that where they talk. Maybe una go learn from that. So if you want for be part of the program, let me send the the link. Um, let me just send this link here. All right. Now the link that one day, if you want for be now the program, but if you just want for send comments, definitely I also appreciate that. Let's have a very nice interactive program today. And because the topic where I get for can introduce today get for do with County Sierra Leone. I get one topic we get for do with the MCC, the new MCC scorecard we don't come out. We I want for discuss with una for let una know exactly what that mean for Sierra Leone and what are the benefits and the implications of this new scorecard, not only for the money, but also how we go able to use some of them statistics here for able for enhance the governance system in Sierra Leone. This is why I want actually to discuss about this today. After that, maybe I will talk a little bit about um, what's in the going on that now the country too. This past Tuesday, um, the Minister of Information and Civic Education being go hold a meeting, then weekly meeting, na McKinney, and the discussions that we then discuss the I want for make we also try for rehash some of them discussions and then at this program and see who side we they go as a country. So this now the topics that way I get for talk about today. I go try for make them very maybe 1 hour, the most 1 hour 30 minutes, depending on Unayon interaction because I know go one for left una they interact with me abruptly I just they say it's enough. So as you know, that's now that one day I always they do, okay? So that's now the topic where I want for discuss today, and I want for welcome on all. Let me see here if I can get all right. So the first thing we will get for discuss, welcome Dr. Kamara. The first thing we I want for we discuss, it get for do with the MCC scorecard. And as we now all know, the 2024-2025 fiscal year of the MCC, it don't come out. And we get a very, very, very interesting statistics way I want to discuss with Una. For people the way they don't understand, the United States federal and state government then gets a very different systems in terms of fiscal year. Okay? I they work for the government, so the fiscal year for the government, the United States government, it not starts January like other countries. Then January now the first month of the fiscal year. No, the United States government, the fiscal year actually starts July the 1st. Now in the first day of the fiscal year, July the 1st to June the 30th. Now so with the with the determined fiscal year as a government. I'm not saying private institutions. I'm talking about the federal government. Now July the 1st of the like this year 2025, the fiscal year they go from July the 1st of this year to June the 30th of 2026. Now that one day we they call fiscal year. Okay. So I just want for Leone to know that, because when they talk about fiscal year sometimes, or you they see FY24, you go just say, okay, this now last year. No, the fiscal year starts July 2024 to June the 30th, 2025. Okay? We understand, all right? All right. So let me just show you guys. Let me pull this off first. Let me just show you. Let me go to the website for MCC. Let's have a very nice discussion. Let me make it bigger. I think this is enough. Let me see. No, that's too much. Let me see. Yeah, that's too much. Okay, I think this is enough. Now let me present that at the screen. Okay, so this now about Sierra Leone. Okay, this is Sierra Leone. Now the scorecard is for Sierra Leone. I hope say when they see I'm very clearly. Now the MCC they categorize certain groups, then they group certain categories for make them able for justifying their scorecard on based on each country. Now, as we now all see, the one we gets the red, we fail the ratings. The one we now green, we pass the ratings. This now MCC scorecard. Okay, so let we start with the first group. We get what we call. Okay, somebody is in also. Let me see who is this person. All right, so the first group, where then at the left, then call it economic freedom. Within the economic freedom group, you get subcategories. And now based on them categories, yeah, now in the MCC, the rates with how Sierra Leone they do, now then subcategories, yeah. Now, for example, the fiscal policy. You know, fiscal policy just mean like the laws where the governments they institute for the effectiveness of the government and how they can go able manage them policies here, like parliament, the legislations, whether they make, how then they implement them, within the effect of them policies here. Now in a fiscal policy, like the economic policy, this especially specifically um, ideates economic policies. Now the fiscal policy, we get a score of minus 7.9, which is about 7%. Okay, 7%. Now in we get, so we fail this fiscal policy woefully. Then in the same group, the economic freedom, inflation, how the government tackle inflation at the country. ISSF will get about 21.2%, and the ranking about 12%. No, 27.2 scores. The ranking now 12%. We feel that one day woefully. Then we they go to the regulatory quality. That now I've been telling you like how then they regulate certain things when it comes to the economy, the laws where the government the institute for make sure say they regulate economic activities in the country. On that one, we get 41%, which the score is minus 0.11%. We fail that one woefully. Trade policy. The trade policy will get 49%, which is the score is about 63.6%. We fail that one woefully. Okay. Now, let me go to the gender in the economy. You know, over the years, we've been on the year, we people then they talk about gender equality, the one for bring about 1/3 of the government with female, all those type of activities in the economy, for example, for encourage more women for be part of the economic activities in the country. On that particular subcategory, we get 44%, and the score is 71.1%. We fail that too. Then we get the land rights and access. The land rights and access is how easy people then will get access to land. For example, people the way they want for build houses, people the way want for do agriculture, a lot of other things, and waiting at the right of land to people the way a landowner, and that one day we pass them. We get 57%. The score is 0.68%. Congratulations, we passed that one. Okay, that one is passed. Then we go to the access to credit. The access to credit, we get 36%. The score is 0.14%. For example, governments actually they issue credit, not so. I was just here. I was just watching yesterday. I think yesterday or day before yesterday. A conversation where the Minister of Information and Civic Education being gets na McKinney the weekly press conference. Na McKinney them go do then call on Civic Day. Then the Minister of Agriculture talk about credit where then being get about $20 million. That $20 million they then they give credit to farmers them for make them able for reactivate the agriculture industry so that we will get more food locally. So that's now one of the access to credit. We fail that one woefully. Now 36% will get away. Now the score is 0.14%. Then you get employment opportunity. And this a little bit first when I read this, I confuse a little bit. I don't know if we'll get any kind of statistics when it comes to employment in the country. I don't know. I know say we get labor organizations, but I not think say the labor organization they able for track employment in the country. So I don't know how the MCC able to forget these statistics, but according to them, then say we get about 87%. The score is 0.701. 87%. That's we pass them. I don't know how we pass this. I have no idea. I'm not surprised with the land rights and access. The land rights for some of we actually um, grow up in a salon. Land rights is normally na individual families, now then they own land besides Freetown. I'm not talking about Freetown, okay? But all over the country, the individual and paramount chiefs and families now then they own land. So now then get that land right. So if we pass them, I'm not surprised at all. But the employment opportunity, now that one they don't understand how many people then we been get employment opportunity in the country between 2024 to 2025. I have no idea. But according to the MCC, they say we passed this one. So congratulations on that. Now we dey go to the next group where now the ruling justly. This is specifically about how the government they rule the country, how the governance system, okay? Waiting now the things them where the government they do, way bad, way good. And I was really surprised the first time about a couple of days ago when I read these statistics. One of the things which surprised me is political rights. We get 27 scores, which is the ranking is about 87%. And the minimum is supposed to be 17%. So it surprised me because when you hear what is going on in the country about how political injustice and all those type of things, why the MCC, which side the MCC get this information? I don't know. I have no clue. But we pass them. Congratulations. Then we get civil liberties. Another thing. The MCC say we pass civil liberty. We get 36 scores, and the ranking is 89%. So you see, these statistics now something way some of we na analysts we get for take them statistics here, try for put them together and try for analyze within that mean and compare their statistics then they based on the realities on the ground. I'm not saying this is not true, because we don't know who side the MCC they pull their own data. So I cannot tell you this is maybe they get more reliable data than the fake stuff they will they are in our social media. But congratulations if this is actually true. Then we get what we call control of corruption. This now in blow me mind off. Control of corruption. This is something that I wasn't expecting at all because we know what's in the gun at that country. But we get 76%, and the score is about 0.54. 76%. So within the MCC Ethereum, then say we don't improve in this sector controlling the corruption. I don't know who side them pull the data, and as I always they do a disclaimer. I don't know. So I'm just reading what am seeing on the screen. So we pass that. If this is actually true, congratulations to Sierra Leone. We are moving forward. Now we go to government effectiveness. Well, this we fail this woefully also. We get 43%, and the score is minus 0.13%. We fail them. The government is not effective. This is something we all know. Now that make when I look at the fiscal policy and relate that because now then get a correlation between fiscal policy and government effectiveness. I'm not gonna no doubt, I know say yes that this is something that is actually true. Or will government not get effective policies where go able to enhance the livelihood of the people. Now let's move on to the rule of law. Okay, the rule of law, the MCC say we pass we get 67%. The score is 0.19. Congratulations if we get that. I don't know, but hey, that's what the MCC say. Now we get freedom of information. This blow me mind also. The freedom of information, say them pass a Freedom of Information Act. Maybe now because of this, that make the MCCC say we are moving forward at least. That make we pass this, we get 89%. The score is 64.6%. Congratulations to Sierra Leone on that. Now, we go back to another group we then call investing in people. Within President Bio, they talk about human capital, the human resources. Now, we start with the health expenditure. We fail this, we get 50%. Okay. The score is 1.36%. We fail them. Okay. And I'm not surprised on that because when it comes to the health sector in the country, we are not doing a good job at all. So as a country, in fact, who's going to say a country is not doing well when it comes to health? Just look at the government officials. When they sick, they know they go to the government hospital. Either then they go to private hospital or then they fly out of the country for go seek better treatment. That they tell you, say, yes, we have a big problem when it comes to the health sector. And the expenditure is very, very low. So we feel that one. Now we go to education expenditure. Information received after the data we have finalized show Sierra Leone passes this indicator. Now this now and then just giving number and then get this from okay. So let me take it back. Now I see whose side then they get them data. Okay. Whose side then they get them data. So if you look at the bottom of each subcategory, then they tell you whose side then they get them data. So I totally missed that. Okay. So UNESCO, now they then get them data from. And for example, the health expenditure then get them from who? So we pass the education expenditure. Then you get the natural resources where blow my mind off. Really, really mad in this sector because this is not the first time where would they fail this sector. Every single time would they fail this sector. And this is the foundation of economic growth in the country. Natural resource protection. We only get about 32%. And this is not something we I really want to discuss with Una. Then I read from Una your own side of the coin. But as far as me know, this is not the foundation of economic growth in the country. Natural resources combine the minerals we get at the country, both tapped and untapped mineral. But it also include agriculture. Okay, the land. The land is a natural resource for we who supposed to do. Look at with minerals today. The act the way then they put in a parliament, there is no effective legislation where we're able for protect with minerals them. In fact, the most abused and exploited resource na Sierra Leone na the natural resources. Imagine the iron ore where we get na Lonsar, and I know say Dr. Kamara na Lonsar Ikwamwa. That iron ore day alone supposed for boost Sierra Leone economy. We expenditure na Sierra Leone a very, very small, to be honest with you, very, very small. We supposed to get at least to $3.5 billion just in the iron ore industry alone as alone. If we nationalize that industry there and we manage them effectively, three to $3.5 billion every single year. Now, it was supposed to forget, but guess what? How much will they get? Well, no, not listening to what they tell you, listening to the government themselves, foot in the top. A couple of years ago, the first lady can American where it can talk about how foreign companies that then they exploit with natural resources. Where sometimes then they give 3%. 3%. So the the company they get 97% of all the minerals where they extract from Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone will only get about 3%. No country outside of Africa no will ever accept this. Now only Africa will accept this type of exploitation. And guess what? I agree with the first lady. You know, a lot of people they don't understand the differences between colonialism and neo-colonialism. Let me explain today. When it comes to colonialism, we don't pass that era, okay? But they use now another methodology where they call neo-colonialism. What's in a neo-colonialism? Neo-colonialism is when you use power and money for exploit certain countries, especially in Africa. So in as much as we want for celebrate we independence every April 27th, for say, okay, we don't come off from colonialism. Well, we just come off from one room of colonialism to another. It's just about like a house. You get two rooms. Okay. If you don't want for sleep now, the room where you did, there is an empty room where probably a much more robust, but it gets a little bit of sponge so that where they lay down, they feel somehow comfortable, but it doesn't actually solve the problem where you run away from the first room. So this now in the go on Africa, especially in Sierra Leone. When you want for you as a president or as a government, you want for resist this neo-colonialism, then they use the opposition and try for pull you out, for bringing the opposition with the hope say the opposition will able for continue for give them what they want. This happened in 2018. A lot of them don't know, but I don't talk so many times. In 2018 election, there was a time when an Eskroma can realize him. Well, I don't know why he not been done realize that since 2007 when he kind of power. But because now last time, he want for resist some of the exploitation where they go on. So he begin for resist the IMF, then demand the way that they demand, the World Bank, they demand the way that they demand. So what's he then do? Then what they call the international community. Me know they call them international community. Me they call them international exploiters. Not an international community. You know, and unfortunately, these are the people where we feature, we put in their hand. What did they do in 2018? Because an Eskroma, the APC, beyond they start for resist. Now the reason this way an Eskroma, if you not be noticed, the last years of an Eskroma been pivot to Asia. For example, China. Most of the things that now where an Eskroma in last years of administration, they do more business with China than the United States and other Western countries. Because you can't realize him, the exploitation will ever stop. Then they continue for exploits. So, an Eskroma try for resist. For example, there was a time when the IMF tell an Eskroma say enough for take no loan from China. When I remember the Mamama airport, that $325 million. So the IMF say make the APC not take that loan there at all. And Eskroma resist. He say no, and they take the loan. So waiting the IMF or the international community or the West, it depends how you want for talk to them. What he then do? Then turn to Madabio. Then turn to Madabio and help Madabio. I'm exposing some of this gimmick way they go on because a lot of Africans they don't know some of them tactics are way they go on this neo-colonial tactics way than they do for continue for suppress way and exploit way. Then turn to Madabio with the promise say Madabio will work with them. Okay? Then Madabio promised that actually for work with them. So then help Madabio win the election. Where Madabio win the election, the first thing we do now for cancel the Mamama airport. He cancel them. Okay. But a lot of people there, then they look at Madabio as one of the dumbest people in Sierra Leone political history. Madabio not dumb. He not dumb at all. Madabio, after realizing this exploitation, remember Madabio come out from a group, a generation where believe in Pan-Africanism. A lot of people don't know when the NPRC been come. The NPRC been come with this perception of Pan-Africanism. You know, so now that generation they come on, now that group they come on, is still there in them. It's still there because they actually coin this Nasa alone. You know, so Madabio begin for review some of the contract then we then don't sign over the years in both the APC and the SLPP. He realizes some of them contracts are not they help nothing. So he be attempt for renegotiate some of them contracts here. You know what happened? The same international community will help him for kind of power now because he want for renegotiate some of them contracts here, then turn against them in 2023. I've been talking about this all during the election and even after the election, I tell you now. So then turn against them. And what did they do? Me man, the exploiters are them very, very resilient. Unfortunately, Africans, we are so dumb because why you allow them to exploit over and over and over and over? And the unfortunate part is we get certain dumbass people them. I'm talking about Sierra Leoneans them, where there's no clue what thing they go on. Now then they come, they try for defend some of their exploitation, yeah. And most of them are people they will, some of which they consider as intelligent people. Imagine the intelligent people and are then supposed to protect the country. If they and then are then turn against the country, well, the country is vulnerable. So we get some of the Sierra Leoneans the way and they can protect some of them their exploitation now because of mental slavery, you know. So then turn against Madabio, then try for support the APC. All this brouhaha way they hear about election, this, election, that. I'm not saying it not happen. Sierra Leone, they tell you now for free since 1996, no election no day. No election no day way the opposition not the contest say the election is fraud. No election no day. I want for let somebody prove me wrong. An election where the losing parts not the contest say that election day is fraud. The only difference is in 2023 election. Now, when the same international community interfere publicly, because most times then they interfere privately, you know, then they interfere on the ground. But this time around, then realizing if Madabio continue, probably then we'll get a bigger problem. So instead of them doing privately, as them they do, they interfere publicly. And because of that, the tension it been goes so high. The tension was so high. You know, a lot of these things where they tell when some of them don't know about this. When I just they look at the surface, how people then they come and talk on social media, all kind of nonsense way they go on social media. But beneath some of this surface talk here, there is a deeper sense of exploitation, and that one they media against. Okay, that one they media against. So, if the Sierra Leone government not able for protect with natural resources, what else and go able for protect? What else? Nothing, absolutely. So I totally agree with this section where we talk about natural resource protection. We cannot protect our natural resources. You want for time to say we're able to protect with democracy? No, because all them they're linked, they are related, they are inseparable. Without protecting your natural resources, when at the foundation of your economic growth, then you are vulnerable to exploitation. That's not the simple fact. So let's move on. Let's move on to immunization rate. Then say we get 89%, we pass that one day with a score of 90.5%. That's good. That's really, really good. Now, girls' primary education. And the immunization comes from WHO, UNICEF. Now, the MCC get their own data. Okay? And the natural resource protection, the source is who then get the data, then call it Yale CIESIM. I think it's called CISIN. Now they then get them data where then use. Now the guys' primary education, then, we get 92%. The score is 97.8%. Then get this data from UNESCO. Now they then get the data where they use. And the child health, we still feel this miserably. In the days of Anes by Roma, we pass a legislation where say infants some kind of a legislation, I forget, but for protect the infant mortality protection something where then say from childbirth to 5 years they're supposed to get free health care. So I don't know why this government not able to improve this sector, this sector, this category. We failed that one day back woefully. So as we all know, this now the this okay. Before I pull this screen off, the population, according to MCC, the population of Sierra Leone is 8,606,000. We GDP per capita is about 510 leones. Okay, 510 leones. So now, how many way we pass, how many way we fail? Because that's not for determine whether we succeed this year or not. For example, the one way we pass, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We pass 11 out of the 20, so we fail 9. We barely pass this MCC. We pass them barely. We pass 11 categories. We fail 9 categories. So this now the reports. Let me pull this guy now. This now the reports this way I get for Una. Well, if you get the comment, just put on the comment section, or just join the program, the link a day. We broadcast on 4 platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Caster, and we website. So now let me bring in Dr. Kamara, because I touched on Sideway. Dr. Kamara na in your region down the iron ore. Na Lonsarway, the exploitation is just too much, and we're not able for, even if the MCC SEF, well, not to the MCC SEF say that Yale, I think Yale University and CIE SIN, now then provide this data to MCC where we fail woefully 32%. That's all. You surprised with this result, this scorecard?
Yes. Good afternoon, Dr. Kamara. Good afternoon, viewers, listeners, fellow Sierra Leoneans. Thank you very much for outlining this national data, and we things the way they happen at the country. Of course, I mean, you do so professionally that I can say you're a good teacher, even for the layman to understand. But sometimes, as you know, statistics are a very funny thing. Not everybody will be mindful of the figures and the percentages the way they quote. And I mean, the list in Kinley, also where you've been trying for, say, who side and they get this data, who source and other things. Then also one thing where I get a little query here is the samples. Who side and they take the samples for them data for, really grade these type of things. But over and above all, until they say we don't pass, okay, let's take it, we don't pass. But the ends, I mean, justify the means, The only thing which me they try for put across here is that um, we get to be very honest to ourselves, both as leaders and as citizens. The other figures here, they're meaningless if we not get something for sure for that physically, where everybody go live a meaningful life. I will come to the health sector, but let me first throw something on the mining sectors there where they happen. For instance, you can think of Delco, Sierra Leone Development Company, we opened in the 1930s, maybe 1933. I mean, we get to heal them na Frita, na Losar, Masaboy, and Gafal. The heal them, the Titi, na Masaboy, nine and the mine pan. And they not do nothing for them. And the iron ore, nothing where they progress, they develop, from ferrous to ferric, So you go find out for say, the more than the mine and then they expose them to the, oxidation or the oxygen, the air, the more it mature. And we get a very high grade of iron ore. Even the gang, that one where they throw away, now the river will be get under Namakalke, it don't begin develop into something, very fruitful. We get a lot of problems where we face Nalosar, and I go do myself injustice if I not talk on this. We get what they call corporate social responsibility. We supposed for help the citizen around. Well, surprisingly, hey God, somebody called, make I just put them off. We get a village, we in Amononko village, where they are due to the disposal of the waste, the tailings, the gang, and also the redirection of the waterway from Tindata and other places, then don't block the drainage system. Way over time, the whole village has been flooded. They're not able to compensate them people here. They relocate them, same area happen. Okay, forget about that. That now other EPA, environmental protective agency being get for candy for help with. But what about the corporate social responsibility? Instead of this is the paradoxical situation. Instead of the help we suffer more. Now, look at what's in the happen. Long time ago, Napoloko Nadi will get light. And look at Delco, we get super light, super generators. Then. Why we not able to get direct light from the old town, they go blind. Well, that's the one thing we, I say, mock we open we eye and eat sweet. Araman say, fata ainak takul mulbal. But we eyes are still closed. Things that way we for benefit directly will not benefit directly. We got other resources of hydroelectric power around the Marampa, Poloko. Well, no, you will use hydroelectric power. Now, look at the community center. The town hall will be the graph that they do concerts and they do a lot of things. Them look at the something. I mean, the middle of the town, you have the Losar market where them before don't improve long time ago. These are all sources where then we're able to do from this corporate social responsibility. Even employment. The youths are not employed. They are not employed in the sense that then they ask for this certification for driving and other things. These youths then get the skills and the knowledge for do them, but they go take driver them as far as Guinea. I'm not against Guinea because maybe now they get the contract for bring them to Kaya identity. And these are some of the things we have to look into. Where with the area, but development here, and Delco used to have 5,000 workers open to the country, north, east, south, and west. In fact, we get European compound and labor compound. Well, if you check around, Mark will say 5,000. If you get 12 dependents, then are 60,000 people there. And even they actually contribute 22.5% to government budget, where they give scholarships to people them as far as overseas for go study engineering and other things. These were the glorious days. What about now? And these are some of the things then where we get for looking to. If you there belong to some side, you're not able to get employment, you're not able to get something, they're going to depression. And these are some of the things that way they see some of our kids them, our brothers them, then they go into kush, jamba, and other thievery activities. It's a roller coaster of things then. So now you look at it. Look at Jagabang. Jagabang, they want for open factory for motorbikes them. I'm not an advocate for Jagaban, but I mean, I'm just setting an example here. Where they block them, they're not able to get them, go ahead. So where is the development? Where you say they bring development, human capital. Now, they try for using money for even go bring Jagaban motorbikes them. These are some of the things where Delco before come in. Hey, we have iron ore. Why don't we have a casting industry, a factory, where we're able to make even this spare party identity? And they take contracts from the Chinese. You don't have to be greedy. What about nail? If you they build 3D Sierra Leone, they build the nail alone is so expensive. Not everybody able for buy nail.
Yeah.
So even the carpenter, where you they employ, they go try for put some nail in their pocket. It's if you go sell up. These are some of the metrics we will get for look into. What you know they say, so the statistics what would they try for talk? Yes, will they call the numbers them? But would I understand? Now, sometimes I want to be personal here. Me papa in village, I meet school day for Monday. Immediately I rush, I put resources there. The school day. Now one grade teacher nine get pin code. The three they not get. I get for they take care of this. Okay, I'm sure the building will get a renting allowance. But today I not get them. I don't need them, but that money go help me for finish the building into something good and push forward. Because the last time I there, the school children they say, Uncle, do you sir, what work you build secondary school now? Yeah?" Just imagine that innovation where the picking and don't get, and they are doing very well. The first common entrance, 8/8, they pass 100%. The second one, 8/8. This third one, now one fail because he not complete the exam. Who knows out of the people here? That innovation, they will give them motivation in the future for copy. These are what we call human capital and development. Come to the youth them. They say they want to make a child base. I say no. Moku make farm. The farm they don't reach up to Gary level. I don't know if we were able to get because the Ministry of Agriculture they encourage because cassava, for instance, is one of the crop the way the World Health Organization don't really qualify for fighting hunger, you know. And in fact, it's some part of it in the world. It's considered to be climate change because it is considered to be a carbon sequestration where they actually absorb carbon from the air and put it under the ground because of this photosynthesis where they go around, for form their cycle of food and other things. I mean, a little biology here, everybody can see. These are some of the things we have to go into. What are our ministers doing? What is the government doing? When you talk, they beat you. When you talk, they sentence you. When you talk, so where is the freedom of speech here? Where they say that they encourage. So, and Amika say, I want to see where is the sampling coming from. What are they doing? Okay, now let's go to
Well,
Leone area.
yeah, well,
Mhm.
before you go that, because you asked a question, a very important. When you look at where the data is coming from,
Mm.
all the data is coming from international organizations like
Okay.
IMF, WEO, you have World Bank, you have uh, Yale, CSIN, VDEM, World Policy Analysis,
Mm.
Findex, IMF. Oh, they are
No,
all
no,
international organizations.
yeah, that's not the question directly what I be asked. I say it depends. Which sampling? Who said they take the sample? Now Freeton, now the parliaments no more to themselves to themselves, now McCain, now Losar, or this or that. And when we talk of the international community, we are not against them. But you said something here. You have colonization and new colonization. For the layman, now where them in the colonizer we will get independence. But now we don't get independence. They're not agree for more could go. Now new type of colonization now don't come.
Yeah, the
Where then
colon.
they impede with progress. I mean, so what do you expect? Come to Radisson Blue because most of the people there, I don't go in a salon with three investors there. Now Radisson Blue they did. Believe me, these investors were private, so we paid for ourselves. But the one they wait on in at the ground, 85% of the money they give, they utilize it for themselves. They're not they go Musa Mosquito, they bet them.
Yeah.
They get the motor card rented here and there. The 15% then they go, where will it take us? We get to be wise. Now I can say, let's open our eyes and eat sweet. I'm not talking against this, but like how you say, it reach a point for Ernest Kuroma where he get for refuse some of the things that when they tell him.
Yep.
He get for look somewhere else. My friend, let us put it this way. I want to bring in the health, but before I bring the health, um, I mean, who's our within ISO right now? You they see this man here just yesterday, the last thing where I see a don't give a presidential something for the HB1 visa. For say any company, we want for bring anybody for the HB1 visa, each one now $100,000. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Because he really want for put a stop for outsourcing jobs to other countries. What about we? Are we building faculties? We have a big, good mathematicians, engineers from Frabi College in Jala, but can they run a plane? Can they run a car? We have to build institutions where these people, when they graduate, these young minds will make with them. Not only for come and go give them people out of something, where they come. We
And
have to.
Doctor,
Mhm.
I got you word. What
Yeah.
you bring also, especially when now that make a surprise this category where now employment opportunity we and say we get 87%, and
Yeah.
then this information from an organization called VDEM,
Mhm.
the World Policy Analysis Center. Now they then get
Mhm.
the information, yeah. So we were now a native of the place where always they interact with people them.
Mhm.
We don't say employment opportunity is very, very low in that country. Very,
Oh,
very low.
okay. Let me come. You've been saying this thing, but in a nutshell, yes, I they use the word of me president to be Hawaiian Sane, as I want today, in a nutshell. If you use them for say, ah, why we not go able say the truth, and why would they allow them people here for come continuously rip we off? And what you go expect? Continuously, then they go be, we not go stop, we go keep making mistakes. You know why? Because of the honesty where they talk about. One, if you they no say you na person like you and me, so whoa, they talk so, then go highway. Either then try for buy we or then try for liquidate we. Or they not put you in a position of trust, also will be able to change things. These are the three factors where the unbox alone. And now let's come to the simple things that way they around. Are we honest about the schooling? Look, recently with the area teachers they went for strike, not far from our nose, as far as last week. How many times did they negotiate? And if you're not able for really satisfy a teacher or satisfy the health worker, where they say health is wealth, education, govern everything, then where are we going? Where is the progress?
And let me for the sake of the people that way they join, let me
Mhm,
just because when you bring this education, look at the
mhm,
category here. We pass according to UNESCO
mhm,
because UNESCO now then provide the data we MCC use. Then say
mhm.
education expenditure. Information received after the data we have finalized shows Sierra Leone passes this indicator.
Okay. So are we honest? How many times people can alone sit GC and other things they will call the WASC or whatever I call it, or masquer, whatever. The results and they go abscond. We not see them. Let me can say this is a matter of honesty. Imagine person don't sit one term and you not get a result, two term. Hey, bro, that's full. I don't want to say it. If na girl picky, they go not treat. If na boy picky, they depress. Or he go na the desert, he go die under the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. for greener pastures. Or you go to Gambia or you go to Guinea, where you go there back, then go if you go join by anything because of the name, then therefore bring them shamefully for say they are troublemakers. You know, we get to sit down and think and map out things for we honor and the other things. I don't want to talk Boku, but this is what is happening in Sierra Leone. Now come to the health, which is shamefully. Um, if I can, my memory can serve me right. The Connaught Hospital, it's over 100 years old. We know 100 years it. We meet them. We don't 70 something. It's the same Connaught Hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, they say that they make this and they make this. The only thing I see they make new the obituary where they put school room they for keep body they made it not smell around. Inside the dirty way they did, the filth way they did. Where one nurse be one for stripe or snap, then beat them, they make something. These are some of the things what they try to talk. Okay, what about we brother them? Where all the fault? Specialists the way go, they all that thing and they. Believe me, if you convert their salary, it is not up to $1,000.
Yep.
Tell me. What about the nurses them? They get the apron, then they put medicine there, where them prescribe, say, can I get the medicine? All the other people the way they come, then other hospitals, them, clinics, them around them, it's money making. Nobody know they for monitor them. They're just there for go sell their pharmacies and their own products them and gain employment. And when they can with them people there. What about we own people there? Are we building faculties? No. Now look at the new trend where they go. Where probably sometime if I begin talk this and go begin haunt me. Ebola. Now malaria. When they want find vaccine, then come put disease in one area. Then they begin test vaccines. Then vaccines and way go take 5 years, 10 years for them call the efficacy approval. Oh, in 1 year, 2 years, then don't find out society not succeed. The Ebola done. And where they don't, the money don't do, they not give Ebola done. Now look at malaria, then they go and vaccinate to people, the other thing, and they don't pick them. Who knows? Are they actually sterilizing our kids so that in the future they're not
Yeah.
going to get picking them?
Yes.
This,
You bring up a very good point. Unfortunately,
yeah.
look at
Yeah.
that year, we fail health expenditure, and
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I'm hearing. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
yeah. I say now a very good point you bring. This
Mm.
then, well, the health expenditure we fail but the immunization rate we pass them. We get 89% the immunization. Imagine,
Yeah.
the health problems, then
Mm.
focus immunization. And we know say, for example, people like I don't want for call name because they see this now public something.
No,
And then,
me, I they call name. If the American kill me 70 years, I they go to heaven. Or they eat me body.
well,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
they
the
come.
Trump, not
I
the
they come.
so
Yeah,
we
and the health, I they come. The health, what are they trying to talk? They have something which is known as eugenics. EUGENICS.
now that one that we want to talk about.
Then
The one,
they want to reduce the population of 2 billion people from this Sorios or whatever I call it, Gates and other things them. They have those programs. And not only that, this is even extended to agriculture with GMO,
yeah, GMO, yeah.
you know,
Gen-
genetic modified organism, something whether they make them, it is spoil the soil and the other thing. In fact, this gives me another intention for say, even if you get for bring something, that's why you have to build faculties. That's why, but unfortunately, let me say this. This is a paradoxical way. Most of the young guys then wake Common Air or London or anywhere where they go, they've all been compromised
yep.
because they also have been muzzled. So they keep their mouth shut, then thief, then clear out and come out. This is the honesty. This is the dignity. This is the ethics where we lack today. Look at a young boy who was able born with due respect, Traore. Look at him.
Yep.
He don't study all around. He don't go to America. He don't go Naya. He don't study. He come. He don't. But this is what they call Pan-Africanism. They say, you know what? Enough is enough. So if I reach here, I think say other people then they wake up for coming.
Yeah, yeah.
We get for make up we mind. We get for make up mind as Sierra Leoneans them, whether at the government level or at the private or local people their citizenry. more could be honest and open eyes and make we country. I don't care if I'm first of all I'm color blind or regional blind. I'm talking as a national something. If you feel tight, tone me because you're not going to sweat at me. I get shoulder. You bat let me.
Okay.
So
Now we go to the comment. Let's start with Fode Sori Mansare. Say thank you, doctor. Thank you so much for the Sori Mansare. And he also say, oh yeah, for the Sori Mansare. No. All right. Issa Conte say, why it's only BO government we eager about MCC money is because of laziness and failure.
Mr. Dr. Mankora, let me answer that question. You see, I just said a few minutes ago, I'm colorblind, I'm regional blind. When some of we they talk, we are nationalists. I begin give a trace since 1930 from the place who are born and what we did. I criticize them over the years. And I ever called you, these are some of the things them where they make Salona they go before. Because people are myopic, they have conical vision, they don't have a peripheral vision. They just look headlong. Do you mean they beg that person there? Even with the question we ask, make him answer that to himself.
Yeah, well,
Make him answer that to himself.
yeah, because when the money come, not to be you get for pocket time, we know that. But the doctor, the thing about Sierra Leoneans is either because of the immaturity, we very very new when it comes to democratization, especially modern day democracy, where you get a lot of tools there, where um, the citizens then they use some people then they abuse some of them tools here. We don't see them so many times now social media. So but anybody where they talk about MCC, well, if you look at this, will not be they get some of them detailed statistics here from our government. So we get them from an international organization, and this they able for give a pictorial view of who side we government get problem. Even if you not like the MCC because of you, what about the statistics where them put? Where if you now a patriotic Sierra Leonean, you go able look this, the government itself go able use this for make them able better themselves. Then look now
Yeah.
side their need for for improve. Now a very good thing. Apart
Thank
from
you. Thank you. Thank you. That point, doctor. You don't study, and I am sure not to under mango tree, you go get your PhD. In fact, the only person who I see we get a PhD information technology and computer science.
yeah, yeah,
So far. And kudos to you. Why they talk this? People that will not learn for do their homework where they spy, they always look for the easy way and blame.
yep.
You know why? Because you don't know, say, to fail is not a disgrace. But you go try back for make you any honor. Or until you fail, you not go sabi book.
That's all. Let me ask you a question. And
Hmm.
this a rhetorical question for me, not for you, for the people them.
Hmm.
Spell fail, fail.
Fail?
Uh-huh. FAIL, not so.
Uh, for fool and die in lawlessness.
No, no. That's it. Fail now an acronym. A lot of people
Oh, okay. FAIL.
first attempt in life. Now in a
Yes.
first
Yeah.
attempt in life.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
failure is not
Hmm.
necessarily a bad thing. When you continue for doing over and over and over, now in a bad thing, but failure will able for enhance you, for make you
Mhm.
a better person. So
Yeah.
failure is not
Yeah.
necessarily a bad thing. So I just want for some.
Yeah, yes, and as an educated person, if I may say so, and all our other viewers they go agree with me, don't pass through the same stage. Certain areas them where you really grounded in. You know, go study them back or where they do revision. But you self. When you write an exam, say you fail or pass.
Yeah,
So the area then they where they say you fail that first time, believe me, you go back. So go really revise them so that when you go the next time, now reference you clear them. This
Yep.
now they happy with the MCCs and the other things the way that they bring. And not necessarily for say, oh, now this government or the past government and the other one them. Now over the years, where they assess we, which is good. But are they doing it honestly? That's the question you get for ask also. Whether from we own part or from their own part.
Okay.
Fata aina can tackle multiple. There are man say, open your eye and eat sweet. Thank you.
All right. For the story, man, I say the tripartite show we have. I don't know. We don't talk about tripartite so many times, Mr. Fode Mansari. So, all right. This MCC scorecard, according to Fode Mansari, for the story Mansari, this MCC scorecard now paid up something which the common man cannot understand. Well, if you listen to me, way I've been explained, um, the MCC scorecard, as I've been explained earlier, then put her into categories based on waiting they go on at the country, waiting they promote a country or develop a country or progress a country, whatever terminology you want for use. So that scorecard here, now in then they look, then they determine if the government is doing better or improve on them categories here. So now a very good thing, apart from the money, because most people and the money no more than they focus on. Oh, the money, the money, the money. If they can't give this money to this government, that means say then don't boost the government. They not to the government and boost, now the country then boost. This MCC not get no preference when it comes to money. Okay.
Mankota, Mankota, let me come in back and just add something here. Me people that do una forgive me, I not mean for I not anybody. What you would they try for talk now, yeah? It's not a one man business. This is a collective responsibility. Now both government and the people them. Some of you don't travel as near as Guinea, Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast. Una tell me the people that way they if they elect their country or they not elect their country, or you go compare their loyalty to the country to we. You go able to do business here and freely like how then they can do business in a saloon. You go easily bribe the like how you then they bribe we in a saloon. I rest my case.
All right, let me go to Momo Fuwa. Momo Fuwa say Dr. Mankota expects us to understand the recent MCC pass from his own perspective, manipulation. Ah boy. Momo, I don't make any judgment on the MCC. I read what you said they see na the screen. But like what Dr. Kamala been talking no more. You see, this political something, it don't infect we brain so much that it don't blind with AI. We not see again. You know, it depends whether they talk or it depends waiting the person they talk. Now, in they take for determining that person, not to waiting at the reality. I put the MCC scorecard now the screen. So not only just sit down and begin they can blah blah blah. No, I put them at the screen. When they see them, when they see the differences, and they read exactly waiting the MCC they say. So who say I manipulate anybody? I don't manipulate nobody.
They say they're online. Make them go there, read that. If they download them, then go able to receive them well. You know, they're online.
Except can
Mhm.
go
Mhm.
mcc.gov.
Yeah.
If you go mcc.gov, click and at the top menu, we then say who we select. Then you go scroll down to Sierra Leone, click Sierra Leone. You they see exactly what I put on the screen. So
Yeah.
there is no manipulation here. I read
Yeah.
exactly what you said, so they read on the screen. So I don't know, but because Dr. Mankota na APC, so I they try for manipulate. No, I don't manipulate. How many categories? The total na 20. We pass 11. We fail 9. Now that one there, I say. So what's the manipulation there? But anyway, all right, let's go to Rose. Rose say employment opportunity are always available, especially in the private sector, where self-employment is the key. The traders are Okada and Keke riders. Farmers, taxis, drivers are all self-employed. Well, maybe it makes sense. It makes
But
sense.
you are talking of self-employment. You are not talking of governmental jobs.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
lands are there.
The
I
MCC.
mean, you talk of agriculture, but yet we starve with 70% of arable lands. Why we not go produce if in a themselves we bottle and we sell them? Salon not the we go to supermarket now. Everything in the supermarket is agricultural. Pawpaw, this orange juice, this that cheese, milk, animal husbandry. Do we need to tell government to do this? I mean, these are all projects some of us are bringing to the Sierra Leone. And when you want to come back, you go meet a humpback.
Okay. All right, let's move on to uh Magdalene Massa Boima. You see, honestly, the longer I live in the developed world as an African who has always believed in the ideals of education and democracy, the more I realize that we need to prioritize education and civic awareness. I have my doubts about the statistic we offer. Let me read the balance. You see, I have my doubts about the statistics we often rely on, and frankly, I don't think our nations or any small country should be participating in the MCC initiative. Just consider this. Why would these people genuinely want us to succeed? That's not a very good point.
I
Uh,
agree with him. He's very intelligent. The guy who posed this question, I agree with him 100%.
he puts a lot of things here. You see, if they truly care, they would have offered us support a long time ago. Remember, when they invest $1, we end up giving back 1 million. So, what is the way forward? It is crucial that we educate our people about civic responsibility. We need to understand that our unity and love for our country should motivate us to become self sufficient rather than reliance on the West. The Western model of democracy has not proven effective for them. So why should we expect it to work for us? Wow. This
God bless you. This is another Traore.
really
This
today.
is another Traore. I believe you, guy. Keep it
Uh,
up. I know. I wish I knew your age. I go to
uh,
support you. I go to vote for you. Becoming a go, go.
the influence of billionaires is pervasive, and we must stop being naive. Let us return to our roots. Local leaders should take charge in their communities while the central government enforces laws and regulation. If possible, laws and if possible, we need to reevaluate our contracts regarding natural resources. Hello,
Exactly.
I am still
Exactly.
evaluating your candidacy. Honestly, the longer I live in the developed, oh, okay, it just repeats what it been on top. But
Okay.
Magdalene, thank you so much. Now, then, kind people, we really want for engage kind of progressive conversation. When intelligent somebody they talk, you see the knowledge, you see the sense in them, you see the logic. So thank you so much. With all what you talk is very good. It's on point.
Oh yeah.
And I don't talk I don't say democracy now a system, but the problem we get, we we want for use the system where fits for one particular um, people. We want for use for fit into everybody, and now they the problem. The type of democracy the West gets. For example, America don't they plan this democracy for over 250 years now.
And
Two,
still in the effect itself.
250 years. We are still having a lot of problem with this democracy.
60 years. 60 years of independence.
Look at what thing they go on today. Now,
Mm.
if the United States don't get democracy, then get the power, then get the money, then get the resources, then get the knowledge about democracy, they are still struggling. Why do you think a country like Sierra Leone will able to fit into this model? It's very difficult.
Dr. Makota, just for buttress wetin the last commentator be make, look what in Ghana they do. They don't refuse most of the things them, the contracts them way them be make, they don't revoke them. Look what we mama them na East Africa. Mogofili, where he come, where then see say he want go before, then kill him, Tanzania.
Mhm.
Look what he, okay, the mommy we don't left now. Look what he don't they do. They don't build the longest railway line. Now, out of their own shillings, millions of dollars. Why all the time would the able for say pass will go big? We try to earn before we do something in our country.
Yeah, that's that. That's now
And
one.
once we team up and tap gold, iron, that thing, and it. What could do better trade? In fact, not give we money. Can't do these projects for we. We pay you so amount. That time the money they go genuinely.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of things then they we say the civic education way we don't lack today, and we want for bring civic education na the radio or the TV like how they do so, then go begin for label you, stigmatize you for say you know this, you know that. Do you a big moku open with eyes, moku be patriotic, moku be nationalistic, do you a big you and me naya na the same blood as Sierra Leonean.
Okay. Let's go to Rose. Rose ask the Lebanese, Indians, and even Guineans. They are all self-employed, making millions of leons. And we go to Magdalene Massa Boyma again. I am exhausted by the harsh reality that the West imposes on Africa. If we don't take control of our own future, we risk perpetuating the same cycle for generations to come. It is time to embrace a more naturalistic approach. We must look after our own. Let me we must look after our own interests and cease believing in the empty promises and greed of the West. You see, um, one of the things the West do to Africa, we is very, very effective. And when I was doing 6 episode about African culture and religion, about a few months back, Sundays, I've been do religion in Africa. How what's are the impact of religion in Africa? I actually talk about within Magdalene Massa Boyma they talk about. So the first thing we the West do, they erase we culture from we head. Then come tell you say everything we they do in a bad thing. Then turn and say when I look at this, now the best thing. And now after hundreds of years, maybe thousands now, then this generation don't begin realize say actually waiting with people that they do now the best thing for Africa. And I just hope say more and more Africans then go able for come into grip with the reality say until we go back and revisit some of the things that what people they do before the advent of colonialism and all this manipulation, religion, we not go ever we're not go ever going to succeed because at the end of the day, we are actually operating on somebody's else culture. It not go ever benefit we. Go ahead, doctor.
Yeah, the person we been talk about the Lebanese, the Guinean, the this, the that. Yes, my sister, agree with you. But one thing for realize, Sierra Leonean, we not get what they call entrepreneurship in our blood. And for start a business, any type of business, you need a capital, you need money. The money what they get for we capital, now just what they make us susu to we self, then give we. If we go trust money in a bank, we not get that collateral what they put for give we big money, except few people them. We brother full of them, they are business people. And then they help themselves, just like the Lebanese. The Lebanese where they come, no say na Arab. They get links to the Arab world. They're able to get millions if you want to do anything. The Fulaman where they can we want do business inside saloon in company then go help them. The Guinean then go help them. All the Futa Jalo then go help them. Not to bad thing that one day. But
All right.
make I ask you and me now, where would they talk about this? What could make self-employment? Me, you what can make business. We not they go for the scatter because either I rogue you or you rogue me. Now me
Yeah.
can say we therefore be honest and do something. You open farm self for the same what could do this farm here. Then they go, if in a 10 bag, somebody go thief the 2 bag, you go keep them. Take somebody for Billy O's, get 10 bag cement, you go put the two outside. By the
Well,
time you don't build the O's, you go don't build room and pala for himself. We get for
doctor,
be honest to ourselves, we get for help ourselves. Now we go able to go before. Yeah. Not to back to what you talk, but we know they help ourselves.
doctor, what he talk so Adepambil, a big school now, one of the villages now, Yoni.
Mm,
This school, it don't take almost 1 year now.
mm,
And in fact, today night they just tell me say the nails them way have been done by way then say they
mm,
enough oku. Now
mm.
they say nails they're not they so I get for buy other nails them. It make you see the problems way Africa man then get.
Yeah.
So, until we get for change with attitude, I don't know
Yeah.
if this generation go able for solve this problem, but we can start like waiting at the area from Magdalene Boima uh, in statement and so now then kind people then they the more we they express some of them realities yeah, the more other people that then they able for notice for realize oh wait a minute I think say waiting them people that they talk now true. This is why this platform is. This platform is a template for make we able for revisit some of the things that way we ignore because of colonialism and Western education. Western education are a very good thing. Don't get me wrong. We
Mm,
all go through Western education, but
mm.
the Western education does it benefit us? That is the problem because we are
Well,
actually operating in a culture that is not ours and it doesn't fit us. So, like the Western education, all get some. If we're able to blend them
uh-huh.
with
That's it.
culture, it will
Mhm,
make we become a better people. It will benefit.
mhm.
But the ones for exclusively, you know, uh, then gets a terminology na the West, especially that this terminology more now Europe at the area assimilation. That's what they call assimilation, right? When
Then
you
the French policy of assimilation.
they want you for make you assimilate
Mm,
the society. Well,
yeah,
assimilation is a little bit counterproductive. I don't need
yeah,
to sacrifice my own culture for the
yeah.
culture of others. I can actually operate within the two. But the problem with Africans, because they see say we own culture is inferior because now so then tell them. They say the African culture is very, very inferior. So when it got exposed to the Western culture, it is ignore in culture, it is sacrifice in culture for Western culture. This is why you see even the dressing way they dress. If you dress a cultural dress now Africa today, people then they begin look you as a foreign person. Make it
Inferior.
mentality, the erosion of we culture now with society. I give you 1 minute quickly because we have to move forward.
Okay. What do you have been want to talk no more? Like one time when I was a student, I went to Germany. Now the first time I they see German man, then they put leaf them and root them, then they sell them as medicine. What you say, what could they blend with culture with other people them? And down the road, when I read pharmacology and other thing, then get what they call apothecary method. We now, you have four sources of medicine. You have the plants, of course, the vitamins and the other thing. They come from that. You get the animals, like Usa, they get insulin. You get the chemical and the other things. Them. If we develop, because we get the forest, same like the Amazon,
Mhm.
we own medicines them. The only thing we try for specify the dosages there what they give. Certain thing that they we no need for go buy them tablets here, we not poison, we not able to process them inside we body them. So we not for the yes, the methods for surgery and new innovations, the other things and they in fact we get in Africa, maybe not from we that still here.
Oh yeah.
Even right now in Sierra Leone, and they see somebody they come with innovations there where they make machines and other things them in Rwanda and the other things them. But is there somebody who is going to sponsor us? Is there a state sponsorship? That's in it. So this is why we need to look at. We have to look into ourselves, introspective. Let's be retrospective. Let's have to do some questioning. And now you make some of us wait there. Yeah, if we build these faculties, them we go able to come conglomerate together. We give advice and move forward. These
All
are
right.
some of the things.
All right. Rosie, thanks, Doctor, for your analysis of the recent MCC report. I was expecting to hear this from the government. The $480 million is a blessing our country in terms of electricity. Thank you, Rose. And Rose also say corruption is part of our culture, but any government that take their hands off donor funds will pass the MCC score. All right. Rose say government has a cap on employment, and Magdalene Masa Boema say me not to politician, me na woman. I know.
Mhm.
I know. I think we don't read the comment we don't get so far, and I just want for that's all. You get 2 minutes for give your last statement, and let's
Yeah,
um
well, just want to tell everybody thank you. We listen to a program. We are Moku Land for Thinkers Ralonians them. Moku come together and Moku cooperate together, without which, I mean, the country not go before, and Moku Land for be honest to ourselves and to the state. And more love one another. Thank you.
thank you so much, Doctor. Um, yeah. So okay, first and first, the MCC. I want for make Sierra Leoneans them. Then look at the MCC as a template in which we can build upon for make we able for see some kind of way would they call it, a visual understanding of how we government they operate, within are the difficulties where they get in some areas of governance, and the other area. Yes, I know. Say always a lot of Sierra Leoneans when they talk about um, the MCC, it's all about the money. To me, the money is very important, but not necessary. To me, if we really look at some of them here, if like what I see today, so this MCC scorecard, I realize the importance of the MCC not only for the organization itself, but also for Sierra Leoneans, because we not get this visualization now with government ever. We not get them kind of as this not a detailed analysis of we governance system. If we able to pass this MCC 20 for 20, we don't need MCC money. This is the fact. We not even need MCC money if we were able to pass all them here. For example, we're able to protect our natural resources. We they get 3, 4, 5 billion a year just from our natural resources. How much money we the MCC they give we? The last MCC we up to now we they perfect now 400 and something 450 million or 480 million, whatever is the amount. Okay. So you are so focused on the money itself, we're not just a chicken change. When you actually understand the importance of some of them categories here. Okay. So health, for example, if we get good hospital, it is save money for the country.
Mhm.
It is save money. You know, people then get access to credits, gender equality, and all those type of things, or employment opportunity. So
Assurance.
the insurance, the MCC scorecard is more than just the money. It helps any government for making able to get a visualization of the things the way they did for improve. And I hope say the government will able to look at this, not necessarily eager for get the money or for get the political credit for say now we no more able to pass the MCC, because that's the problem where would they get everything with the politicize. Every single thing. Look at Momo for why. Are they read something? Now the screen. Now it's saying a manipulation. Now me they manipulate because the one way they read now APC person. So in order to look at the material, now the face, now they look the one way they read, is it APC, is it SLPP? That's all they don't care about. But if we are able to dial down some of this unnecessary political bickering and try for come together like other countries where right now, then they try for come together and move forward. Countries like Rwanda, Kenya, and other countries now, Africa, we can do this.
Mhm. Burkina Faso.
And the last thing why I want to talk before I close this, I'll forget to talk about that because at the beginning of the program, I've been saying I talk about that. But let me just get to like 2 minutes left talk about that. Who say you gonna say, doctor?
Yeah.
Our leaders, our politicians are so wicked. Okay. Day before yesterday, I was watching a video that weekly press conference where the Minister of Information and Civic Education they do every Tuesday. I've been watching that video day on Wednesday, and at the Minister of Agriculture. Now McKinney then go do this. Then call it civic day. Now he then go do this press conference. The Minister of Education been try for tell we saying right now the egg we farmers them more egg than the importation. Because of that, egg don't go down so drastically in Nasa alone. The rest, you know, they buy rice around 1 million, 1 point something million. Now they don't go down to 600,000, 650,000.
I think I listed that, yeah.
This few time where they put their acts together and say, you know what, let's do this. Look the improvement. So this is the time we leaders we able for become self-sufficient in certain Nasa alone, but the will not. The leaders said they not get the will for make they're able to do what they're supposed to do, sacrifice their own pocket for the sake of their team. This is not the problem. So I just want to put it out there for saying if politicians, there's some people and they talk saying, oh, we're not going to be able to do this. Yes, I know that. But the country is too small. 8 million people. Now they're very small for make we not able progress like any other country. We are too
Where
small.
there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way.
Always. So me they just try for educate some of now. Yes, I know say most of now want always what they can. It's all about political bickering, political gymnastic, political division. Now that makes some of the other channel there because they're so focused on that. People listen to them. Then they watch them because it's the culture. It's all about division. Here
and this is our biggest problem with these bloggers.
Yeah.
Some of them really are creating a mess in the country.
They don't know that.
And it's a shame. It's pathetic.
They don't know that.
And also, to be frank, these are being supported by our leaders.
Oh yeah.
That they encourage that.
Yeah.
Some of them are good. Don't get me wrong, but majority of them, these are the problems today for our country in politics. Because they have no policies. They are being monitored. They are what you call robots programmed,
Yeah.
See, may God help me. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's now that one I just want for talk, let people there. So Mr. Dauda says, so we all now agree that electoral justice is dead. Anyway, I don't want to talk about electoral justice today. Today is all about MCC.
Mr. Dauda.
Yeah, Dauda, Peter Dauda.
Hey, but Peter Dauda, not sure you get the belly where EJ. Now you go sabi if the belly don't die or not. Go sound and make you see. You go tell we.
Yeah. So and me believe Leone will able to do better. We can. We able to do better. Now the will number will not get it because of the selfishness way we politicians then get. If we get a leader way sacrificial and do the right thing, no matter what's at the cost.
Thick skin from all entries of negativities.
Yeah.
And be positive. If put in focus, it should be focused. Like I see this Bobo Traore. If focus, there's a long come. Yeah.
Look what they do today. Within 2 to 3 years, look at the country, Burkina Faso. How they move forward. Africa able to do what they want for do, but they will not do. All right, Doctor, thank you so much for the program. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Doc. All right.
That was Dr. Kamara. Well, today not just a compliment. This show not a compliment, not to the usual show, but since yesterday, I'm not able for come and tell una about this important information, and that make I say, okay, I go sacrifice and compliment una today. And I just want to thank una all for come na the program, for give una own perspective, una own contribution. I hope say we dey continue do how una forward this because this na a kind of a movement. It's a movement. The more people then they aware about this show and learn within the importance of this show towards the development of a country, the 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 the, the better we were able for reach out to more people and teach them within our patriotism. Because to be honest with you, politics on Salon is very, very toxic. Really, really toxic. Unfortunately, we young one them now then self would they try for infect with this toxicity. Very, very bad. Rose said the unfortunate truth is lying to our people on social media is professional, which generates more subscribers than this media. Yeah, I know. And social the thing about social media is controversies and divisions is always generates a lot of views. So people like naturally people like for say bad things. But if you focus and just continue what they do, the 10 or 30, 40 people where they watch bad things, if you able to get one or two people the way they watch good thing, is far better than the one the way they watch the bad things them. Because now you educate that person there. If that person they able for educate the other person, soon you will begin see a turn of the people, their attitude towards the way they see politics because we get a lot of them, a lot of people, even in this platform, the one the way they watch, most of them, they're very, very partisan, very, very partisan. But at the end of the day, we have an obligation, we have a responsibility for make we continue for do what we do because it's morally important for make we do this. So I just want to thank you very much. And I will see you back next week, the same time, the same place.